Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your tables. We are getting ready to begin the show in about 5 minutes.
Hello, good evening. Good evening. Oh, that's nice. Good evening, esteemed guests, and welcome to the 23rd Annual Women Honoring Women event. I am Lauren Smith. I am EEO and Workplace Relations Consultant at Leidos. I am also a former WEDC Foundation board member and a brand new mentor. Excuse me. I am proud to serve as this year's Women Honoring Women Chair. This evening, we are here to celebrate our community generally, and more specifically, women. Their incredible achievements, sturdy resilience, and unwavering spirit. It is an honor to stand before you as we recognize the countless contributions made by women in our community. My first introduction to the WEDC Foundation occurred in 2015 when I attended Women Honoring Women as a guest of a guest. I had no idea what to expect. I imagine my surprise to learn that there was an entire event dedicated to honoring a group of women community leaders. I left the event convinced that I could accomplish anything. No challenge was too great for me to overcome on the heels of Women Honoring Women. I hope you too feel some of that magic tonight as we honor 5 impressive women from different industries and backgrounds who each understand the importance of persevering through adversity. And now we have Teresa Foley-Batts, a longtime and beloved WEDC Foundation mentor and former honoree, here to deliver tonight's invocation.
Good evening. Let us pray. Creator and sustainer of life, we invite your presence in this place. We thank you for the wonderful organization, the WEDC Foundation, and the difference it continues to make within our community by empowering women 1 degree at a time. We are grateful for the leadership, mentors, scholars, as well as the sponsors, donors, and volunteers. We honor you as we recognize the women who are being honored tonight, and as they continue to carry the light. May they, as well as all of us, have a spirit of community to inspire and uplift others in word and in deed. We now bless the food that we're about to receive. May it provide nourishment for our bodies, bless the hands that prepared it, as well as those that will serve it. And we also ask that you bless us continually with your love so it can nourish our souls. And together we say, amen.
Thank you, Teresa. As we begin our dinner, we are pleased to introduce our musical guest for the evening. Lana White is a local singer-songwriter who makes a unique impact with her soulful indie soft rock sound. She has recorded and released 4 albums and 3 EPs over the last 8 years. Please enjoy your dinner and help us welcome the talented Lana White.
I don't know if this is on. Hello, everyone. Enjoy yourself. I'm just going to play some music for you. Thank you for being here. This is all very beautiful. Tears fall like shards of glass on my skin. This storm has me every little bit of me feels broken. And I know these cracks that you saw I'm blue. When you come around, I'm always falling. So these broken parts stay black and blue. And every little thing about this moment tells me that you still want me to. Through this old lens, we just look frozen. So all we get is this shattered view. I feel the wreckage looming in my bones. My only hope is to wait for a rainbow. Every little bit of me feels broken. And I know these cracks that you saw blue. When you come around, I'm always falling. So these broken parts stay black and blue. Oh, black and blue. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. You got me running to an open field where I can breathe the fresh air and let the grass sink under my heels. I fell into a life with you long ago, and it felt real. You got me hiding in a place that's deep inside my brain, where there's fear and there's anger, maybe a little shame. Fell into a life with you and your complicated ways. You were something that I couldn't resist. But I got older and realized you didn't exist. Stories that I told myself about you were only a hype, way up in the sky with cloudy lights. And I thought that you could see, I thought you got me. You got me thinking about a place I'm starting to recognize. This house is all mine, my emotions are all in line, but I'll never truly be rid of that life. And the past is where I tried to compromise. thought your love was free. You almost made me believe that you got me. You got me. Feels like it's been years. Don't blink or the time disappears. It wasn't so long ago that I wouldn't take the high road. If it looks like there's a clue, don't look away, you might be amused. Run headlong to the fight. You just might take back your life. Screaming on the outside, leaning like a landslide. Filling up my own class, ain't no time to look back. Don't you worry, it's time. I'm gonna be my own sunshine. Hey now, it's okay. Just realize that you on the day lay down your heavy load. Remember what I said about the high road. Imagine what you can do, especially what you said you might do. Don't matter what people think, they can just stay in the cheap seats. Screaming on the outside, leaning like a landslide. Filling up my own glass, ain't no time to look back. Don't you worry, it's time. I'm gonna be my own sunshine. Let it wash over you. You got nothing to lose. Open arms, face to the sun. You can't be the only one. Whoa, screaming on the outside, leaning like a landslide. Filling up my own glass, ain't no time to look back. Don't you worry, it's time. I'm gonna be my own sunshine. I'm gonna be my own sunshine. I'm gonna be my own sunshine. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 'Cause I hear you. Can you see me? Can you see me? 'Cause I want you to. To all of the broken-hearted, to all of the lonely ones, a piece of the torn will always grow. Take my hand, my love. If we give, then we raise the bonds that we make, and they're greater. If we learn, we belong, and proves all along we're better, better. When you hear me, it's no secret that I need you. Concentrating on the moment when your eyes see through. It shines on the broken hearted, on all of the lonely ones. A peace that's so worn will always know. Take my hand, my love. Tame the heart that's shattered. If we give, then we raise bonds that we make, and they're greater. If we learn, we belong, and it proves all along we're better, better. Tame the heart that's shattered. Take my hand, my love. It's better. It's better. Take my hand, my love. Tame the heart that's shattered. If we give, then we raise the bonds that we make, and they're greater. If we learn, we belong, then it proves all along we're better, better. There is peace on earth with you tonight. Search the stars for your faith. My only wish is to make it right, so we could move on from this place. I am trying to be the one who waits through the thickness and grind. Never silent, mostly strong. I won't wither on the vine. But I won't let you, I won't let you. And I will take you, I will lead you. But I won't let you, you won't linger. I won't let you, I won't let you. I will take you, I will lead you. I won't let you, you won't linger. You won't wither. You won't linger. You won't wither. Giving it up to me, honey, and leaving it on the sleeve. But you don't know how to breathe when you open your soul to see. It's taking my guts to leave, honey, it's time to take the lead. But you don't know how to lead, so you're leaving it up to me. 'Cause I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't have to be that guy. I don't want to let you down. Every time I turn, you're always back around. I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't have to see my side. All you do is twist my words and make me want to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh yeah, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Taking it off from me, honey, pushing me to my knees, and you don't know how to see that you're still in the air I breathe. It's taking this long to see, honey, you never would take the lead, and I know what I need, so I'm leaving it up to me. Oh yeah, I'm leaving it up to me, 'cause I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't have to be that guy. I don't want to let you down. Every time I turn, you're always back around. I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't want to see my side. All you do is twist my words and make me want to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh yeah, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, I can let you play the blame game. But the truth is that I can't stay. Oh, let the pieces fall where they may. Let the pieces fall where they may. 'Cause I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't have to be that guy. I don't want to let you down. Every time I turn, you're always back around. I don't want to think these thoughts. You don't want to see my side. All you do is twist my words and make me want to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh yeah, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You think that you can never win. I've been telling you the same things over again. It's not like you don't making stains of tears and rust from the pain of this distrust. But I hope we'll be making up, making up. I think I have a lot to lose. Maybe you can save this just by being you. Well, I know that deep wounds survive by being fed so many angry lies. The yellowed photographs of you and me paint a cautionary tale of joy and ease. But you've been talking in your sleep, saying words that offer a cure for this disease. But there's a haze over us, making stains of tears and rust from the pain of this distrust. But I hope we'll be making up, making up. We are not an old book with some pages gone, not just a distant star to make a wish upon. This has gotta take some work, but with any luck, we'll be making up. But there's a haze over us, making stains of tears and rust from the pain of this distrust. But I hope, yes, I hope we'll be making up, making up, making up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Am I done? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me tonight.
Hello again. Hello, hello. I hope you are enjoying your dinner. I love the clapping from the front. I hope you are enjoying your dinner and that you enjoyed listening to the talented Lana White. If you want to hear more from her, you can find her music on all streaming platforms. Let's go ahead and give her another round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce the WEDC Foundation Board President, Micah DeMaria, to the stage. Micah.
Good evening. My name is Micah DeMaria, and I have the privilege of serving as the current president for the WEDC Foundation. The Foundation Board and I are so happy to have those of you here in person and thrilled to say hello who's watching online. As a former mentor and the current board president, I've always enjoyed the event and what it means for our scholars. I want to also thank Kathy Anderson Stender of Woody Anderson Ford, the presenting sponsor of Women Honoring Women for 11 straight years, and a past honoree. Kathy defines collaboration, empowerment, and administering tough love when needed. We would not provide the sustained support of our scholars without the incredible generosity of Kathy and her team. Now, let's hear from some of the women who are the driver's seat of Woody Anderson Ford.
At Woody Anderson Ford, we are proud to offer opportunities to all our team members, but especially women, for leadership, education, and mentorship.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
And we're glad to supply all the tools needed for building a successful, challenging, and fulfilling career.
At Woody Anderson Ford, we continue our investments in Huntsville. Like this building behind me, it's a 40,000 square foot commercial service center.
From people-pleasing customer service and the rigors of technical mechanics to the demands of business management, women can and do seize the opportunities at Woody Anderson Ford.
Woody Anderson Ford shares the mission of the Ford Motor Company to encourage all of their employees, but especially women, to keep going. They've asked for us to share this message with you tonight. Dear car girl, in a world that seeks to put you in a box, tell you who you should be and what you should like, you're no stranger to forging your own path, driving in your own lane. You're a car girl, after all. You're too busy chasing the wind in your hair, the purr of a happy engine, a car you fixed with your own two hands. The rush of drifting in an empty lot, the thrill of navigating the untamed earth, the finish line, to spend even a second considering how to make yourself fit neatly into anyone's expectations but your own. Just by doing what you do and loving what you do, you're showing girls and women everywhere that yes, they can because yes, you are. So where does this road lead? Who's to say, but we're glad you're in the driver's seat. Thank you so much to Kathy and everyone at Woody Anderson Ford. None of the work that we do at the foundation would be possible without the vision and encouragement of our founding sponsor, the Women's Economic Development Council, or WEDC. The WEDC is a diverse group of professional women leaders, business owners, and executives who support each other, mentor each other, and share resources to accelerate economic development. In 1998, the WEDC recognized a need in our community to uplift women who may have encountered a bump in the road and needed help to get them over the finish line. From starting the foundation to continuing their support throughout the years, the WEDC invests in our community through each of our foundation scholars. If you are a member of the WEDC, will you please stand? Don't be shy. These women, thank you, ladies. These women who are successful in their own right choose to give of their time, money, and expertise to support the Foundation scholars. One of the things that has always struck me about the Foundation is the type of continued support we provide to scholars to get them over to the finish line to get their 2 or 4 year degrees. As former Foundation Board President Mary Spann said many years ago, the Foundation is there for the middle, the long and formidable middle. There can be a lot of support at the beginning of a journey. Think about how many scholarships are available for high school seniors who are just starting to prepare for college, and there are lots of people cheering on at the end of an accomplishment, but it's the middle where it gets tough. I remember when my mom went back to school to finish her college degree. She was raising 2 kids on her own. She just quit her job driving a city bus. She was cleaning houses and babysitting to make ends meet, squeezing in classes, studying when she could, and pouring so much love into me and my brother. It was that long slog when it was the hardest, but she did not quit. Step by step, my courageous and tenacious mother got through the middle. And the middle is where the WEDC Foundation thrives. We're there to equip our scholars with skills through workshops, how to write a resume, how to answer an interview question, how to handle finances, how to check the air in your tires. We're there to give insights through our mentors, answering questions about test prep, course selection, difficult professors. And we can't forget the money. The flexible financial assistance, which you'll hear more about later, helps scholars keep moving forward when a car breaks down, a water heater busts, laptops crash, or daycare costs go up. With 200 women receiving the benefits of the WEDC Foundation in the last 26 years, we have helped through a lot of middles. In doing so, we are also helping to close the dream gap, which exists when women and girls do not see themselves represented in their dream careers and industries. As tennis legend Billie Jean King famously said, "You have to see it to be it." The Foundation helps increase representation by showing our scholars that their dreams are attainable and helping them to get the skills they need to achieve their full potential. Will you join us in the middle? Will you count yourself as part of this very critical mission? Will you too invest in the grit and hard work that our scholars demonstrate each and every day? Your investment, whether it's time or money, puts our scholars closer to graduation day and economic independence for them and future generations. There are envelopes on your table that you can use for cash or checks. I promise you we're not picky. Or you can scan the QR code or text WHW to 5355. And if time is the resource that you have to give, please complete the envelope and let us know that you're open to serving as a mentor. Envelopes will be collected at the doors at the end of the event. Now, to truly get this night going, I want to introduce our MC for the evening. We've had the honor of partnering with Way 31 as media sponsor for the last 9 years, and we could not be more grateful for their continued support of our community. Please join me in welcoming Way 31 anchor and our talented MC for the evening, Marie Waxel.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor to be here with all of you in person, and a warm hello to all of you watching us at home tonight. Tonight is going to be truly inspiring as we come together to recognize some remarkable women who are making a significant impact in our community. Let's put our hands together for those women tonight. As we move through the evening, I encourage you to think about the incredible women who have influenced your own life. Those women who've made a difference, both professionally and personally. Could they be on this stage one day? Do me a favor, take a moment and reach out to those women and let them know, whether it's later tonight, tomorrow, or the next day, let them know how much you appreciate and support them and thank them for what they gave to you. To all the amazing women here tonight, remember that we need each other. We need women who will cheer us on, uplift us, value us, and stand by us and stand by our sides no matter what. When women support each other, incredible things can happen. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce someone who embodies that spirit each and every day, the woman dedicated to making a difference in the lives of women in our community. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer Linton, the Executive Director of the WEDC Foundation.
Thank you, Marie, and thank all of you for being here tonight. I am honored to not only share the work of the WEDC Foundation with all of you, but to also experience alongside each of you, especially our current scholars, the inspiration this event provides. As Lauren mentioned, it is only through the generosity of our supporters over the years that we are able to carry on our critical mission, to share why that support is important and what the WEDC Foundation means to our scholars. We have a conversation from 4 WEDC Foundation scholar representatives, 3 graduates, and 1 current scholar. They are going to share the impact they've felt thanks to this support.
The WEDC Foundation has a band of wonderful, successful women behind you when you're in college pursuing your goals and pursuing your careers, that it is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, as a current college student, it feels so amazing to have this huge group of successful women behind me cheering me on until I finish. And it's nice to know that even after I graduate, they're still going to be right there cheering me on.
As an alum, the most influential part of this program has been my mentor. She has been there every step of the way for me, from changing my major, from changing what I want to do for my master's, my career. She has been there every step of the way since I've graduated and since I was a scholar.
That's awesome. I think for me, like you said, having a mentor to kind of guide me throughout school was really influential, and being in such a male-dominated field of sports medicine, having other strong women support me was amazing.
And like just coming from like a different background than everybody else and like not really having a lot of family support behind me, it's been really nice to like as an adult have new almost like family support behind me when I didn't have it anywhere else. It's been really nice.
Awesome. We have a plethora of skill sets from these wonderful women that even though my degree was in criminal justice, you know, I'm talking with nurses and lawyers and doctors and just so many different women that whatever I need, the resource was there. They knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. So the WEDC Foundation just really set us up for success.
It was the workshops. Getting to learn under all these different women in their different fields kind of helped me become a better interviewer, a better budgeter, a better just woman in general. So for me, it was the access to the workshops.
I would say to anyone interested in being a scholar for this foundation to absolutely do it, apply, and try to get in. It has been so influential in my life, and I know it has been for so many other women. And as a mentor, also sign up and do it. My mentor has become one of my best friends. She's my confidant. I will text her about anything, and it's so amazing to have that relationship with someone.
Yeah, I agree also that as a scholar that I encourage anyone that is interested in WEDC Foundation, I tell you it will be a treasure for you. You will not regret it, and you will have so much involved in your life that when you get ready to graduate college, that you will be ready, set, go for wherever you want to go and whatever you want to do.
I also think if you are a woman that has a lot to give and you want to teach the next generation of professionals, do it. You will change so many lives by just getting in there and helping the next generation of professionals.
To all the donors out there, I would say we understand that your funds are very precious to you and you want to invest wisely. Well, this is one of your best investments that you can do. You're investing into the future.
Because I myself know without them, I don't think I would have been able to finish my degree when I did. And they changed my life. Like, why wouldn't you want to help change somebody's life?
As an 18-year-old that was completely on her own, paying for everything by herself, I truly believe that I would not be graduating in December if it wasn't for this foundation.
That's awesome.
I'm the same boat. They truly changed my life, and like you said, you are helping the next generation of women to lead the world and become the next leaders of our generation, and I think that's something truly, truly special that you can help.
From the bottom of our hearts,
thank you.
The WEDC Foundation empowers women one degree at a time. You just heard how this empowerment encouraged Courtney, McKenna, Cyan, and Pamela, and we hope it continues for all our scholars. So how do we empower the collegiate women in our community to keep going through the middle? Whether traditional or non-traditional, our scholars receive financial support, professional development, and targeted mentoring until they graduate with their associate's or bachelor's degree. In its first year, the foundation supported one woman who had a dream of graduating college. That woman has increased year after year to today when we support 25 scholars every school year. And that type of support has increased too. What began as informal support has grown and multiplied over the past 26 years. The foundation scholars now receive $2,000 each semester to use where they need it most. They can also earn academic bonuses for good grades and participation bonuses for attending the scholar workshops. This financial support helps close the dream gap during the tough final years of realizing their dreams. We know that although women make up the majority of college students, they are more likely than their male counterparts to take out student loans to pay for school, and on average have higher student debt when they graduate. When combined with the gender pay gap, our scholars face an uphill battle in establishing financial independence. Since its humble beginning, the foundation has provided over $850,000 in financial assistance to our scholars. But that is not the most valuable support we provide. Our scholars tell us again and again that they are drawn to the program for the money, but they quickly realize that the professional development and the mentoring are far more valuable to them.
That's right. Beyond the financial assistance, the foundation provides professional and personal development, assisting scholars as they navigate the final years of school and embark on their careers. Throughout their time in the program, scholars participate in workshops facilitated by experts right here in our community. Those workshops provide the scholars with the tools and the skills to be confident and productive employees and leaders in their communities. In addition, they have an opportunity to attend celebrations and special events just like this one tonight, where they can put their skills in action by connecting with established and professional women and men.
The Scholar Program also provides personalized mentoring for guidance and encouragement, pairing scholars one-to-one with professional women, most often in their chosen career path. The mentoring relationship gives scholars an advocate and an ally on their journey, someone to lean on, confide in, and turn to for advice. It's often a relationship that goes beyond the middle and carries through to graduation and beyond.
In the last year, I had the privilege of serving as a mentor. In fact, Alexa is with us here tonight. She's a very proud recent graduate of UAH and an OM Foundation graduate as well. Put your hands together for Alexa. To all the scholars in the room tonight, remember, you are the heart of tonight's event. Every opportunity you have to network and connect is valuable, so make the most of it. And if you're like me and you ever feel a spark to become a mentor, embrace it. Don't hesitate. Take that chance. You'll find that it's an incredibly rewarding experience.
The WEDC Foundation Scholar Program is more than just a program. It's a community of women who support, encourage, and challenge one another to become the best versions of themselves. To give you just a little more insight into the value of the WEDC Foundation, let's hear from a current scholar.
Hello, my name is Camilla Patel-Turpin. I am a WEDC Foundation scholar. I am a senior at Alabama A&M University studying business administration with a concentration in MIS. I found out about WEDC Foundation by way of Ulka, who is the founder of OM Foundation. She told me that I'd be a perfect fit. Although I doubted myself, I did apply and was accepted, and it was the best decision of my life. I have a fabulous mentor, Amy. She's with Radiance Technology, who has been vital to my growth professionally and personally. She has helped me with resumes. She has helped me with building my confidence. And not only that, the workshops at WEDC Foundation have made a huge difference in my career choice. I'm a first-generation high school and college graduate. I am set to graduate from Alabama A&M University May 2025. And I am eager to share my story with you and the passion and what an impact WEDC Foundation makes on this community and women like myself. Good evening, everyone. Suddenly, I wished I wore my tennis shoes so I can run just in case the speech goes south. But I promised Jennifer that I would behave tonight, so that's what I'm going to do. I want to start off by thanking each of you for joining us tonight. Your presence means the world to me, and we're just truly grateful to be surrounded by such a supportive community. We all have a story to tell, and so I'm here to share some of mine with you all. I stand before you as a first-generation high school and college graduate, a journey that's been far from easy. My story began in London, England, before my family and I moved to Starkville, Mississippi in 1993. Yes, it was scary. No one looked or talked like me in school. And so bullying was a thing, but I didn't let it defeat me. Then, after Starkville, Mississippi, we moved to several states, settling here in Alabama. And at the age of 19, I was disowned by my family. I found myself lost without the safety net of those who were supposed to support me. But despite those dark times, I was blessed with a God-given family who took me in, literally. I was blessed with my mama, Lucy, who taught me how to cook some good old Southern food. So, not too long after that, I did become a single parent, raising my firstborn, my first love, Tamaya, while juggling several jobs. It was a role that I embraced with love, but it came with its own set of challenges. Over the years, I was reunited with my two beautiful sisters, my mother. I was blessed with a career, a supportive husband, a bonus son, and a new baby girl, Kendall, who has saved me in more than one way. And then everything changed. I had to fight for my U.S. citizenship, and after 11 years of dedication, the company I worked for closed its doors. Despite these hurdles, I remained thankful and saw my blessings, cup half full, not empty. In the quiet moments, though, I often thought about my biggest fear, going to college. It seemed like an impossible dream, something that was always far out of reach. I worried that I wasn't good enough, that I wouldn't succeed, and most of all, that I was too old. And I also feared that I didn't belong. Well, I took the plunge during the pandemic, and I graduated from Calhoun Community College with an associate's in May 2023. Go Warhawks. And while working at the Foundation for almost 2 years, I was inspired to get my bachelor's degree. I didn't know how I was going to pull that off, but of course my husband always encouraged me, my children did, and Alka Bargov, she mentioned the WEDC Foundation Scholar Program. Fast forward, I was accepted into the program and became a full-time student August of 2023. Now, thanks to the support of WEDC Foundation and my village, I'm set to graduate May with a bachelor's in business administration on a 2-year scholarship from A&M and with a 4.0 GPA as of now. Go Bulldogs. I'm not gonna bark. And let me add, as of August 2022, I am a proud U.S. citizen and I can vote finally. And as a WEDC Foundation scholar, I've benefited from the workshops, even as a non-traditional student. The networking opportunities are opportunities I wouldn't have had otherwise. Even my current internship at Torch Technologies is thanks to this organization. Shout out to Torch, my family's here. The financial assistance
was a true blessing for me. Even with the Merit Scholarship from Alabama A&M University, books and fees add up. Thanks to this scholarship, I've been able to keep on my journey. We're even rewarded for making good grades, something I didn't have growing up. How amazing is that? And my awesome mentor, Amy Wallace from Radiance Technologies. She has been a true blessing, offering guidance and support when I need it the most. And I'm forever grateful for her. I'm deeply grateful for the WEDC Foundation for believing in me and helping me overcome my fears and achieving what once seemed impossible, including public speaking. But as I close, I can't help but think of the countless others walking in similar paths. Women with the same desire to seek higher education. Someone who just needs someone to believe in them, to give them that push, and to help them get back on their feet. That's why I'm standing here, not just to share my story, but also ask for you for your support. Your donations make a world of a difference. You are our village, literally. Without this scholarship and support, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I humbly ask you for your generosity. No amount is too big. And every contribution is a powerful affirmation that you believe in every student. In your program book is a page about becoming a monthly mentor. Giving monthly is a powerful way to make a lasting impression. And you're providing a reliable source of funding that enables the foundation to plan and support for scholars like me. Just scan the QR code in your program book or on the screen. And I just want to thank you all for being here tonight and believing in the power of education and changing the world. Together, let's build more promising future for everyone, 1 degree at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Camilla. She did great for public speaking, didn't she? Thank you again for sharing those inspiring words and your story. Our scholars, both past and present, are resilient, hardworking women who enrich our community every day. By being here tonight, you, all of you in this room, you have joined their journey. You are showing them that they matter. Remember, it only takes a little bit of time to make a big difference in a woman's life.
As we shared, the WEDC Foundation relies heavily on the Women Honoring Women event for our funding. So we greatly appreciate you taking the time to give, whether monthly or just tonight. But as women, we also value the message and inspiration this event provides for a demographic that doesn't always get the accolades they deserve.
For over 2 decades, this fundraising event has given our community a place to highlight the remarkable women within it while supporting and showing women like Camilla and the 200 scholars of past and present that there is incredible strength when we come together and lift each other up.
As Camilla described, the WEDC Foundation mission helps foster our scholars' dreams, teaching them how to stand a little taller, grow the possibilities of their future, and tackle life's challenges head on. Tonight, you will get to see and learn more about our scholars as 5 of them will present the awards to our 5 honorees.
Across North Alabama, there are companies who come alongside the WEDC Foundation to support the scholars and mentors throughout their journey. We would like to share a few of the companies that make this evening and the continuation of the WEDC Foundation mission a reality.
Yes, we would like to first thank our diamond sponsor who has supported at the top tier level for 10 years in a row. Thank you to S3, a woman-owned company intersecting innovation and professionalism. We can clap for them, that's fine. Through their focus on diverse technical solutions, S3 is owned by Jan Smith, a 2016 honoree, and we so greatly appreciate your continued support.
Thanks are also in order for the VIP party signature sponsor, Redstone Federal Credit Union, for the lively celebration just before tonight's dinner. That's the party side over here. You guys, wake up, come on. This is the 4th year for the VIP party and Redstone. We always have a ball.
One thing that makes the VIP party fun is the presence of our Sapphire sponsors. I want to take a moment to thank this year's Sapphire sponsors: Cepeda Systems, CFD Research, First Horizon Bank, Five Stones Research, Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, PNC Bank, Project XYZ, The Smiths, Dave and Diana King, and Toyota Alabama for your generous and faithful support of tonight's event.
All right, are you guys ready? Are you still awake? Are you with us tonight? Come on, let's put your hands together. Yeah. Okay, this side of the room, I'm still waiting on you to wake up. Come on. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I am honored to bring us to the most exciting part of the evening, hearing from our 2024 honorees. That's your cue. At Way 31, we've been highlighting them in the WEDC Foundation since they were selected earlier this year. You can find our coverage online tonight. Don't use your phones right now. You can use them after the event. Tonight, use where you need to focus.
Except for donations.
Yeah. That QR code, donations, that's the only way you should have your phone out. We've spent a lot of time with this year's honorees. And one major lesson that stands out to me is embracing change. Take that leap of faith. Each honoree has expressed deep gratitude for their family and friends and supporters who have been instrumental in their journeys. To keep tonight's event flowing, each honoree's thank yous were shown during the opening slideshow. If you saw that earlier, they're also included in your program book, so make sure you take a look. Although they have many people to thank, their gratitude will not be included in their speeches on stage tonight. So are you ready to hear our first honoree? Oh, that doesn't give her any confidence. Come on. As a lifelong educator, our first honoree has learned the value of setting boundaries and practicing self-care while still achieving professional success and serving as an active community volunteer. Never stop fighting for what you believe in or what you want to do.
I am a native Huntsvillian, and I always think that's such an oddity, and then the older I get, I realize there really are a lot of us still here in town, so that's always interesting. I'm the compliance coordinator for Huntsville City Schools, and that entails a lot of different things throughout the day. A lot of what I do, people don't realize what I'm doing in the background, whether I'm trying to settle a grievance, because hopefully we don't have to go to a full hearing or anything like that, but we're able to kind of work it out between both parties, or if it's a complaint, we're able to help the person through maybe what they need in terms of if it's an ADA accommodation, what they need for their job so that they can be successful in providing reasonable accommodations. But that's just not something, it's not front and center, it's not sexy. So to be recognized for what I do at work and in the community, it's just overwhelming, and I'm just very grateful to the people who nominated me. I think it's just really important that we stand behind each other, support each other in any way that we can, and say, I'm there for you, or I've been there, or you're going to make it through this. Sometimes your mentors will change. I have a couple who have kind of mentored me throughout my entire life, and those are more the personal ones. They see the stages I'm going through. And then the professional ones, it kind of depends on where I am in my career. But they're just people who have possibly walked a similar path with you, so they can help you, whether it's, no, that's really not a big thing, don't sweat that right now, or this is just natural for your position and where you are in life, and just really just help you navigate life, and just someone who will tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings sometimes, but you know that they're there for you and there for your success. Condoleezza Rice was here in, oh gosh, maybe about 10-15 years ago, and she spoke to Girls Inc., and I remember her saying, you only have one body, take good care of it. And that means so much. At first I was just thinking, well, yeah, I probably should have eaten more dairy, or I should have exercised more when I was younger. But there's so much more to it. It's not just your physical health, it's your mental well-being, it's taking care of yourself as you make choices where you're going to go professionally, personally. You get one shot at this. So you have one body, you have one moment, and you just need to be very intentional about the steps you take. And even if you think it's a small thing, and it may be, but it can kind of change your trajectory. So you just want to be intentional about all of your decisions.
Thanks, Marie. It looks like you woke up this side of the room, so thanks. That's my side. As you heard me mention in the video, former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice was the keynote speaker at a Girls Incorporated event here in Huntsville, and she said to the girls, "You have one body, take good care of it." I really should have paid attention. I grew up as the only child of two educators who instilled in me a respect for education and a desire and love to serve my community. They modeled the way by volunteering in the community, often taking me along to help out. My father died in January of my senior year of high school, leaving my mother and me without our solid foundation and footing and our guiding light. But we put one foot in front of the other every single day and made going through the motions of getting through life. It took me a while to find myself in my career, but eventually I established myself as a subject matter expert in some of my areas of work. And I'm thrilled beyond belief that I'm actually back at Huntsville City Schools, where I first started my professional career, and I'm working in exactly the position that I daydreamed for myself back in 2000. Thank you, Dr. Sutton, for seeing my dream into reality. Also along the way, I connected with a childhood music friend, or I reconnected with him, and he took an enormous leap of faith and asked me to be his wife. Garrett, I hope that leap paid off, and you are a great other half. My life was beyond complete. I was so happy. But was I taking good care of my one body? Absolutely not. I was volunteering everywhere. I was trying to be Employee of the Month every month. And so my days were filled with work and graduate school. And my nights and weekends were full of community service. Visits with my friends were combined with committee meetings and special events. And Garrett and I would often pass each other in the driveway in between meetings. And sometimes we'd get to Thursday and realize that, oh, an event dinner was the first time we'd actually sat next to each other for a meal that week. And no, I wasn't walking that 10,000 or more steps a day and drinking 100 ounces of water. Does anyone really do that? So over the course of about 5 years, my excitement about being super involved in my community and being a leader at work became a source of anxiety. And I really just wanted some time to myself, but I felt guilty every time I thought about saying no, or the few times that I did say no. I just really needed to support my community, and I needed to be there for my work partners. And then I woke up one morning and I really couldn't see out of my right eye. I visited the doctor and I was set on a plan of 3 days of IV steroids to clear the swelling on my optic nerve. And when asked if I had any questions, my only one was, will I have to be out of work? Clearly not taking good care of my one body and clearly lacking in priorities. I also learned that I was suspicious for glaucoma, which is prevalent in my family. And there was the possibility of me losing my sight. I was dangerously vitamin deficient, and migraines became frequent and unbearable. Garrett would look over some mornings to see me with a bag of frozen corn on my face, anything I could do to relieve that pain. So something had to go. Mind you, I was still working full time. I mean, we all have lifestyles to support, and all my friends and work partners know that I love me some shoes and purses and dresses. Gotta afford those. And I still wanted to be active in the community, but I became much more intentional. I was, and I still am, more deliberate about finding out all of the requirements and expectations before I engage in any new activity. All of you volunteers out there know what I mean. You're told it's only 4 meetings a year. And then you find out, oh yeah, you're also on 3 committees that also only meet 4 times a year. So slowly but surely, my vitamin imbalance has been corrected. And my family doctor smiles proudly at me every single year now, and she says, your lab work is in perfect range. My eye pressure is no longer suspicious, and I don't sleep with the frozen corn so much. As my dad would say, I am a fine physical specimen. Thank you. Most of us are just trying to make it through each day, being a decent employee, parent, partner, and citizen. Your days get really full really fast, but you've got to routinely set aside some distraction-free time just for you. Add it to your calendar so you don't schedule over it. Be intentional. You deserve it. Once a week, I dedicate a few hours to just reading and relaxing. I love it. I grew up reading, and I love every moment of that. It's okay to take a step back and prioritize your own needs. Your health and happiness are the foundation that allows you to continue making a positive impact in your community. You have one body. Take good care of it physically and mentally. Your future self will thank you. Thank you to the WEDC Foundation and to my fellow honorees. This has been a wonderful experience and honor. And thank you to all of you for sharing this evening with me.
Thank you, Ina. Presenting Ina's award is Scholar Autumn Davis. Graduating in May, Autumn is working toward a bachelor's in early childhood education from Athens State University. Our next honoree embodies the American dream and reminds us all that where we start may not be where we end up. Her love for our country is evident in everything she does. Her patriotism and passion for honoring military legacies is what drove her to create the Legacy for Korean War Veterans Foundation and fuels her service as the president of the North Alabama Veterans Fraternal Organizations Coalition.
2006, we started with 6 veterans with 2 spouses. So look where we are. So in 2011, we processed the paper in the county, and 2012, we processed through the IRS, became 501c3. And I thought we could serve more, and I don't want to do it myself because I'm Korean. I want a community to engage. So now it's kind of community-wide, get engaged. It's really great. How I envision about the Americans at such a young age. I didn't know where America was. All I knew, the Americans were very generous by what they sent, food and clothing to my country after the war. Woman honoring woman is really empowering, motivating women to, you are somebody important, you are special, that you can achieve your goals in life. You set your mind to it. Don't let anybody tell you no because you are a woman. American dream, it's not you make lots of money or become powerful or become famous. American dream is you live your life as a citizen of a free world, help others in need, empower others in need, and inspire them to what they can become. That's the American dream for me, and I'm living it.
Thank you. Good evening. So there I was, so long ago, as a young girl growing up in the southern part of South Korea. I dared to dream one day a dashing young prince will come riding on a white horse, a scepter in his hand, a crown on his head, and his eyes that would almost make me faint. I must tell you, he never came riding on a white horse. He came riding in an army green Jeep with an M16 in his hand, an army green cap on his head, and his eyes electrified my heart. After our first kiss, we rode into Sunrise Avenue, and we traveled his adventurous world in the United States Army. So America has been in my heart since my early childhood because I have witnessed the generosities of the Americans after the Korean War. I am eternally grateful of my amazing journeys with my husband and our son for the past 50 years, for their unconditional love and support. And our son Sam Jr., who gave me the most glorious title a woman can obtain, mother. Thank you, Sam. Always remember, Dad and I are very proud of you, and I would be an empty vessel without you and Dad, because you and Dad completes my life. I love you and Dad without reservation. So in the earlier days, as a young wife of a U.S. Army infantryman, I had a prestigious and highly motivating job that requires a strategic and goal-oriented mindset. I worked at the Morris Biscuits cookie factory as one of their many cookie packers. My job was to package cookies coming out of a big machine into small boxes. Cookies were going everywhere but the boxes. Despite my every effort, I found myself creating a perfect chaos no other cookie packers has ever witnessed. Soon my supervisor came and she unleashed barrage of cuss words I have never heard before. So about in 2 weeks, I decided to tell her, ma'am, you only pay me $2.65 an hour, but you're running me like a horse. A few minutes later, she come back and she hand me a broom and say, this is your $2.65 an hour job. So sweep the floor and keep it clean. Then she walked away. I went after her. I handed her the broom. Ma'am, you can keep my $2.65 an hour pay, and you never have to tell me what to do because I'm quitting. I walked out of that factory and never went back. Life is a personal journey shaped by our beliefs and choices. Here are a few thoughts. No matter how wrong someone has done to you in the past, do not stay in that memory lane. Be a victim. You were born to live a deliriously joyous life as a victor. And never lower your self-esteem to make someone else happy or please them. It will not work. Never underestimate anyone by their nationalities or how they look. because everyone has something to bring to your table. And let your actions display your professionalism and godly life. Lastly, I would like to encourage you to invest your life in a faith, whatever it may be. As for me and my family, we have invested believing in Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. In doing so, we have invested in our hearts to memorize His scriptures that will give us peace and comfort in time of trouble. Thank you, WEDC Foundation and Women Honoring Women, for your 26 years of devoted service honoring women and empowering them. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America to stand forever as a free nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Presenting Casey's award is Scholar Courtney Wilcox. Courtney will graduate in December with her bachelor's in nursing from UAH. To continue the inspiration tonight, let's meet our next honoree. A mentor to many, our next honoree knows the value of hard work and tenacity, combining expertise with empathy as she approaches some of life's biggest challenges. A longtime supporter of the foundation, this honoree understands the importance of momentum and how to get through tough times.
So I'm the first person in my family who ever graduated from college. I knew I wanted to be an attorney since I was very young. My dad worked on the line at General Motors, and everybody in my family worked for one of the big three automakers, Ford, Chrysler, GM. I didn't know how to get to college, so I was fortunate to get a merit scholarship to Wayne State University, and I was able to go to college for free. But then after college, I got married, I had 3 children, and it didn't look like I was gonna make it to law school, but I never gave up on my dream. And I started law school with 3 children under the age of 5. And it was difficult, to say the least. I don't know where I found all that energy, but somehow I found it inside of me. I was working for several years, different law firms, and then my uncle, who was my mentor, he suggested to me, why are you splitting your fees with somebody else? Why don't you just keep all of them? Why don't you open up your own law firm? And I was like, I don't know that I can do that. That just seemed like a big lift for me. But knowing that he believed in me helped me. It helped me to think, well, if he thinks I could do it, maybe I can do it. I think sometimes women are too hard on themselves, and we see the negative things, and sometimes it's harder to see the positive things. And mentors can more clear-eyed look at you and assess the situation, give honest, critical, and objective feedback. For years, I've been involved with the WEDC Foundation. I was a former board member, and in fact, I've chaired this event in the past. And what I've seen over the years is they come in for the money, but when they leave, they always are most grateful for the mentorship, because they're from a world where they don't have mentors and they don't have people who've walked that path before. So I think mentorship is really the biggest gift that you can give somebody else. And I've always strived to help other women.
In case you didn't know, that's my family on that side of the room. Ooh. I am honored and humbled to be included in this group of accomplished women this evening. I'm especially grateful that my children, my extended family, and my chosen family are all here to celebrate with me. Many of them have flown in from out of state as recently as this afternoon. My heart is truly full. When I began thinking about this words of wisdom speech, I thought back to a time when I wasn't so very different than the scholars who are here in this room this evening. I was, as the video said, I was working, 3 young children, going to law school. What would have inspired me back then? What would I have needed to hear to help me go? Finally, I settled on a very simple message. It will be okay. All you have to do, just keep moving forward. Sometimes you will be scared, and that's okay. I remember when I was a clerk for an Oakland County Circuit Court judge, and he seemed so smart, and all of the attorneys who appeared before him, they were so confident and so competent, and I thought, I will never be that confident or that competent. But I studied hard. I did my best, and it turns out my best was more than good enough. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let it control your life. You will gain power as you continue to move through your fears. Just keep moving forward. Sometimes you will doubt yourself. As you heard in the video, I didn't think I could start my own law firm until my Uncle Pete planted the idea in my head. Once I realized that he believed in me, and he was willing to loan me some money if I needed it, I thought, he's not one to throw money away. It gave me the courage to try hard and to start my own law firm. And that was back in 2004. Once, I never needed that loan because once I started to believe in myself, I just kept moving forward. Sometimes you will be overwhelmed, and that's okay too. There's an old saying that luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Anybody who knows me knows I'm always prepared. I'm an estate planning attorney. That's literally all I do all day, every day, is plan for the future. I help my clients develop plans for their life, their children, even multi-generational planning. My kids remember back to a time when all they ever saw was me with a backpack on my shoulder because I took my books everywhere with me to study. I studied at the pediatrician's office, in the dance school lobby, in the car line while I was waiting for kids to get out. And speaking of the car line, the kids used to call me the queen of the carpool because back then, that was the only way everybody could get everywhere they needed to be, and I could get to class, and hopefully we were all on time. I couldn't have done it alone. I had one friend who was going through a master's program at the same time I was in law school. Her young son and my son Nick were the same age. One day a week, she would babysit both boys, and I would spend that day studying for the whole week. One day a week, I would babysit both boys, and she would spend that day studying for the week. It literally took a village to get me through law school, and I am truly grateful for them. That brings me to my next point. Surround yourself with good people. Don't listen to people who don't support you or doubt you. Look for people who encourage you. When I accepted a volunteer position on the WEDC Foundation board, I didn't know a soul in Huntsville except for my uncle and my cousins. But meeting other professional women in the board, I joined the WEDC, and they became my tribe here in Alabama. They supported me professionally and personally and helped me to grow. The final point that I want to make this evening for all of you is that while you keep moving forward on your journey, please don't forget to extend your hand back and help another person to move forward on theirs. Every time I mentor another attorney, sit on a nonprofit board, or chair a fundraising event like this one, I gain so much more than I give.
The road to success is long and winding and bumpy too. The only way to reach your final destination of achieving that 2-year degree, that 4-year degree, financial independence, whatever your personal goals may be, is to literally put one foot in front of the other, do the next right thing, and just keep moving forward. It will be okay. Thank you. And thank you, my loud family.
Only a little bit of Italian in there, just a little. Thank you, JoAnn. Presenting JoAnn's award is scholar Vaja Cuyette, who will graduate in May. Vaja is working towards a bachelor's in criminal justice from Alabama A&M University.
From self-care to the American dream to just keep moving forward, these honorees have given us such wise words. Before we hear the wisdom from our last 2 honorees, we want to thank the 34 wonderful gold sponsors who helped make this event a success. You've seen their logos in the event program and in the opening slideshow. I'm not going to read them all out. They're 34. We greatly appreciate your presence here with us this evening. Of those sponsors, we would like to highlight specifically the local colleges and universities who collaborate with the WEDC Foundation in support of their scholars. Alabama A&M University, Athens State University, Calhoun Community College, Drake State Community and Technical College, and the University of Alabama in Huntsville. These schools are educational partners that help promote the WEDC Foundation Scholar Program to their students. They identify potential scholars, have staff that serve as mentors and board members, and we are pleased to share that once again, Calhoun has provided full ride scholarships to now 2 Foundation scholars. So a special thank you to all of our education sponsors for your work in our community and with our students. Marie, let's introduce our next honoree.
Let's do it. She's taking a deep breath over there. I can see her from here. This next honoree sprinkles a little bit of magic wherever she goes. And yes, I have to add the hands because that's just what we do, right? Spreading joy as a modern-day Willy Wonka through her sweet creations at Huntsville's best little chocolate shop. If you haven't eaten your chocolate from Pizzelle's yet, please note there is one in front of you on all the spots tonight at the table. Enjoy your treat. If there's one left behind, it will be taken. There may be elbows thrown. But please enjoy your treat as we hear from our next honoree, a woman who reminds us all that change doesn't have to be scary.
I have had a very diverse and eclectic career path. I worked hard. I tried to become an expert at everything that I did, and I never stopped trying to outdo myself. So it was really just trying all these different things and making lots of mistakes, and then ultimately finding my passion. My passion and my purpose is creating meaningful connections with people and creating unforgettable experiences for people that come into the shop and just everyone around in our community. My mother, who has overcome many obstacles with remarkable independence and has always supported me no matter what crazy situations I find myself in, and there's been several. And my sister, my business partner, who is my rock. I wouldn't know what to do without her in our business and our personal lives. And really, our staff at Pizzelle's, past and present. They have shaped me to help me become who I am. We are there to celebrate successes, to motivate each other, to challenge each other, to become the best at our craft, and to really help each other flourish in our personal and professional lives. Having women realize that you don't have to have everything figured out right away. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't have everything figured out when I thought I was supposed to or someone else thought I was supposed to. But I just worked really hard and stayed true to who I was. And that's what I want all women to know, is that your path can be different. It doesn't have to be set for you. Explore and create and find who you truly are. My ultimate goal is to bring fun and happiness to everyone that comes into the shop or everyone that I meet just out. Our motto at the shop and my motto in life is that I take my business very seriously, but myself, not so much.
Hey. I am truly honored to be here tonight, surrounded by so many amazing and inspiring women in our community. Thank you to the WEDC Foundation for all that you do, and for the scholars for being such inspiring individuals. Women Honoring Women has always been a night that energizes and empowers me, and I hope it will be for you also. So, before heading out on my Willy Wonka-inspired chocolate journey, I had quite an array of careers, all of which ended up being crucial detours along my path. Remember, don't be afraid of the detours. Like many people, my path to success was not traditional, and although it was tough, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I don't have a 4-year degree or even a proper 2-year one. I was never good at sitting in a classroom and still dread doing computer work. I need to be active, working with my hands and being creative. I started working in the culinary and hospitality field when I was in high school. I dabbled in college, became a phlebotomist, a wildlife rehabilitator, a veterinary technician, all of the things. And I co-founded the local roller derby league with several of my friends, empowering women to become true badasses on and off the rink. Throughout my journey, just like Mr. Wonka, I've always tried to bring fun, whimsy, and a touch of chaos to my life choices. So, after years of brainstorming and finding myself in desperate need of a change, I finally took the plunge, went to culinary school, specialized in chocolate, and began to work out my plan to live out my childhood dream of owning a candy shop. In culinary school, one of my instructors said that he didn't believe in my vision of starting a chocolate shop in our city. Well, chef, never tell a woman she can't do something. She will always prove you wrong. Since then, I've become a masterclass instructor through École Chocolat, the international chocolate school that I graduated from, brought my passion and expertise in chocolate to our community and beyond, created some of the most amazing chocolates and desserts that I could ever imagine with my fellow chocolate witches. And this year, our little chocolate shop was voted #1 chocolate shop in the U.S. by USA Today. Here I am, 15 years later, still doing what I love, making deep connections to those in the community through food and creativity, creating amazing experiences and even more amazing chocolate. The culinary and hospitality world is often fantasized about, thanks to like The Bear and Food Network and everything like that. But it's not completely understood unless you make it your life's work. It's a calling and definitely not for the faint of heart. Those in the industry don't do it for prestige and definitely not for the money. We do it because it's our love language. This industry is about so much more than just cooking. It teaches us invaluable life skills like teamwork, resilience, communication, patience, problem solving, and the ability to work under pressure. It's a tough field, demanding on our time, hard on our feet, and challenging in ways that we can't always predict. But it's also incredibly rewarding, and I can't imagine doing anything else. Even if the hospitality industry is not where you want to end up, the lessons that you will learn in this field will prepare you for whatever career path you choose. Something that I learned early on is that you don't have to have everything figured out. Remember that your success won't and shouldn't look like anyone else's success story. Explore, create, and take time to find your passions. Soak in every bit of advice, every lesson, every failure, every laugh, every tear, and every dance party. So after years of preparation, I focused on what my OCD and I were good at. Hard work, problem solving, building relationships, nurturing people through food, crafting experiences, and innovating in the world of chocolate and pastry arts. Remember that every single profession is worthy of respect. Everyone learns differently, and not everyone thrives in the same environments, and not all detours are bad. Sometimes the detours are what get you to where you need to be. What matters most is that you approach everything you do with passion. Surround yourselves with those that will support and uplift you, and stay true to yourself and your vision. I believe that everyone has an inner Willy Wonka, a spark of creativity and imagination just waiting to be unleashed. Remember that we are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Presenting Michelle's award is scholar Nakiria Jenkins. Nakiria will graduate in May with her bachelor's in sports management from Alabama A&M University. Well, if there is someone who embodies service before self, it's our last honoree tonight. She's an example of the heart and spirit of our community, leading by example in all she does. She knows just how important it is to surround yourself with people who share in your same values.
I come from a long line of engineers and mostly men, but they were very supportive and they knew that I was really passionate. And when I get passionate about something, there's hard to stop me from doing what I want to do. I started my own nonprofit here in 2010 called Nexus Energy Center. I was a recipient of a very large grant through the Recovery Act when in President Obama's first administration, and that large grant helped us offer home incentives to people who wanted to save energy. And it took off. It was slow going. I didn't know anything about starting a business. I didn't know who I needed to partner with or how do I get the word out there. And slowly but surely, I worked with the local utility here, and I worked with a lot of contractors that were selling energy efficiency equipment. And the word got out, and we were offering incentives like coupons, rebates, and people started to really see some benefit from saving energy. It was a really impactful organization and program. It never really was in the front of my mind that I was a woman doing it, but I'd also had other obligations being a woman. I knew I had to take care of family right alongside with my passion of wanting to promote clean energy and energy efficiency. But luckily, I like to do a lot of stuff. And I like to multitask, and I like to do a lot of things all the time, keep busy, feel like I'm making a difference. I think when you're raising children, you always feel like you're making a difference. And then I just was super lucky that I got to also have this career that I created for myself in clean energy. I'm so grateful that there's this organization that's specifically honoring what women have been doing. Don't be afraid to still incorporate family with your career. Both things are important. Never feel like you have to choose between the two, and never be ashamed of either one. If you feel like work's important that day, find some help with your family. If family is important that day, let work know. We've come too far now to compromise all the things that are important to us.
Thank you. Thank you all of you for sticking around. I hope you're as inspired as I am. So when you're feeling confused and overwhelmed, you need some signs. like the signs on a highway to guide you. In my life, those signs were people who had certain traits like curiosity, integrity, leadership, and serenity. So when I feel lost or confused, I listen to them. Let myself be inspired by them so I can make the right next step. I've written some love letters to these beacons, these flares, these highway sign people. Each letter showcases their traits that I admire the most and that I rely on throughout my life. So my mother, she is a curious soul, and I love that about her. Our conversations are never at the surface, nor are they simple, even when we're discussing her favorite topic, which is simplicity. She came to America as a young bride from India and endured a totally new culture, language, and environment. She did that through asking a lot of questions and adapting those answers to best suit her. She taught me that being curious doesn't mean that you have to blindly adopt what other people are doing. Being curious means understanding the world around you and then coupling your intelligence with that knowledge to build a life that's perfect for yourself. Thanks, Mom. I love you. You remind me to be curious about all the things that I don't understand. Curiosity is the cornerstone for growth. My father gave his love through protection and integrity. I feel his love come through me when I instinctively reach my arm out to protect my kids in the car. I really value his deep integrity because I knew he said what he meant and he meant what he said. Anyone who is in the sphere of my dad deeply trusts him because he's proved that he's someone you can totally rely on. At work, at home, and even in India with our large family, Dad is someone that is revered for his integrity. I can't imagine being an immigrant like my parents and my in-laws. It must be so tough. They are not only survived America, but thrived in this country while also being model leaders to so many. I used to think that everyone had integrity like my parents. Unfortunately, many people lack this quality. Scholars, never compromise integrity in the company that you keep. We had a clear leader in our little family of 4 growing up, and that was my brother. He knew he had to make sure we were American enough to fit in, but also Indian enough to value our heritage. He helped us order in restaurants and go to Braves games and watch American movies, but then also Bollywood movies. He felt especially in charge of me and guided me to be an all-rounder. You know, the one with like good grades, but then also good athletics, but then also has good friends. His leadership was abrasive at times, but it stemmed from such deep love and commitment that it was hard not to follow him around. You taught me leadership is a rare but necessary trait to get things done and to help all of us around. Most people have 2 parents. I had 3. I love you. When I went to college, I missed my 3 parents so much. So it turns out there's a lot of great people at Georgia Tech, a lot of great guys, actually. When I met Samir and his friends, I was instantly in love. You can tell a lot about a guy by 2 things, the quality of his friends and the quality of his family. More about them in a minute. His friends were fun, but didn't tolerate drama, and they loved Samir unconditionally. And he was their favorite because he was a serene guy and somebody you could also very much rely on. I felt instantly safe and calm and loved when I was with him. He was my home away from home. Take it from me, hitch your wagon to someone like Samir and never settle. There is a real value in being around a serene and calm person. Samir's calm nature came from his loving family, including a doting sister and brother, both oozing with charm and style. His parents, Ashok and Sangeeta Singhal, created a technology business together, CFDRC, 40 years ago. And when it was really rare for immigrants to take on such a risk. Over the years, they have supported many employees and their families right here in Huntsville, making a huge impact on this community. Mom and Dad imbued the perfect power couple vibe, at home and in business. They never asked us to move to Huntsville from North Carolina, but their example was so strong, we felt we could only benefit from their presence, and we did. They gave me the confidence to start my nonprofit organization, Nexus Energy Center, in a field that I'm passionate about, which is clean and efficient energy solutions. And though we lost Dad too soon, I'll never forget his guidance and approval when I made a career move and became a part of TVA, a decision I do not regret. It takes a certain amount of maturity and serenity to live near your extended family. Day by day, we show, but it does, it takes a lot of maturity. Day by day, we show our love through our actions and kindness and let go of the things that just don't matter. Our children, Akash and Sonia, can see the benefits of a peaceful home rooted in deep love. So to the scholars here tonight, on the road of life, whenever you may think you have made a wrong turn, look for the signs that guide you back to the highway. For me, my loved ones were those beacons, those fireworks, those flares, with the roots in curiosity, integrity, leadership, and serenity. For you, it may be your friends, your mentors, teachers, pastors, or other peers with qualities that resonate with you. Keep them close and periodically send them love letters like I did today.
Thank you, Ruchi. Presenting her award tonight is Scholar Rebecca Phillips. Rebecca is graduating in May with a bachelor's in Industrial and Systems Engineering from UAH. Let's put our hands together for all of our incredible women honored here tonight. We can do better than that. We're not asleep yet. Come on. This side, that's where the party's at. Okay, yes, thank you. It has been so inspiring to hear from these ladies tonight, and there are many more like them right here in our community. Maybe this evening's events and even the reason we are here have called to mind a Madison County woman that embodies strength and perseverance and deserves to be honored on this very stage. You know the women I'm talking about. You've got her in your mind right now. In January, the nominations for next year's group of honorees will open on the WEDC Foundation website. We would love for you to nominate the woman that you are thinking about right now and continue this tradition of lifting up our community's remarkable women.
So many impressive women have graced this stage, and we want to thank the now 125 honorees that have shared their stories, their hearts, and their inspiration with us over the years. If you are a past honoree, will you please stand and be recognized?
Thank you, ladies, for your unimaginable strength, intelligence, and perseverance that has shown us that over the years, yes, we can do great things too. Also, when the program ends tonight, past honorees, those of you who just stood, remember, we need you to come to the stage so we can take a photo of everyone here in attendance tonight. And again, current honorees, we need you here too. Don't forget that. That's my big note to remind you. Past honorees, tonight's honorees, come to the stage after the program. It's been an honor to spend this evening with you tonight. Highlighting such remarkable women just leaves us feeling so much better about our community and our future. We're eternally grateful for all of you. I would like to bring back to the stage now Women Honoring Women Chair, Lauren Smith.
Please join us in thanking Marie and Way 31 again for their time highlighting our amazing honorees.
We would like to also recognize another impressive group of hardworking women, and the reason behind this event, our amazing scholars. These women are overcoming obstacles on a daily basis to pursue their dreams. Some of them are first-generation high school graduates, some are children of immigrants, some are raising children themselves or taking care of parents, some are struggling with medical conditions. But each and every one of them is committed and determined to get through the middle and earn their college degree.
The WEDC Foundation's goal is to help further close the dream gap by supporting women in underrepresented industries. We have scholars in STEM fields like engineering and computer science who want to work at NASA or with companies on the Arsenal. The foundation also supports areas of professional shortages in our community, like quality educators and healthcare providers. We have scholars studying education, biosciences, and nursing who want to work in our local schools or care for our children in the hospital. In addition, we have scholars studying business administration, graphic design, and accounting to make sure our companies have the knowledge to succeed. We are honored to walk with each of these women on their journeys forward and are so proud to play just a small part in who they will become. You met a few of them at the registration table this evening. You saw a few on stage and in the videos. But will the current WEDC Foundation scholars please stand and remain standing? Stay standing, ladies. If you are a scholar graduate, please join our current scholars in standing and remain standing. These women, our alumna, have been in those shoes, and some have even served as mentors to our scholars. Speaking of which, will the sensational and dedicated mentors of our current scholars please stand up as well? And if you have served as a mentor to one of our scholars over the years, please join the rest by standing. Everyone, please look around. This is only a very small collection of all the women that have been touched by this program over the last 26 years, but the true impact goes so much further. When our scholars achieve their dreams and reach economic independence, their family and children benefit as well. Y'all can sit down now. Thank you.
You've heard what the WEDC Foundation does to assist these amazing scholars. If you know of a woman who could benefit from this program, please share the WEDC Foundation with her. Applications open in January on the foundation website. The selection process is held in the spring, and the new scholars will begin in fall of 2025. All requirements and benefits are listed online too. If you are interested in empowering one of these scholars, we are always looking to grow our list of mentors. Please fill out the information on your table envelope, select the mentor box, and then Jennifer will be in touch.
Speaking of envelopes, we would love it if you could also make use of them by supporting the WEDC Foundation through a check, cash, or the text to give option for a credit card on the screen. Your generosity will support our scholars through financial assistance, development workshops, and invaluable mentoring.
It's all about empowering and equipping our future women leaders, our scholars. As you've seen tonight, the investments that we make today in these scholars have a powerful impact on the growth of our community by advancing more women in our workforce.
And while you're completing that envelope, I also want to thank our WEDC Diva Duos, our foundation friends, and sustaining supporters for your continued support.
Thank you to our committee, volunteers, and in-kind donors who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a success. Pizzelle's for the delicious chocolates. Designed by Carla for the incredible event marketing. Yeah, let's clap. DePriest Robbins for the gorgeous Diamond Awards. Steve Babin for our honoree photography. And our media sponsor, Way 31 for the honoree and scholar videos. And of course, Marie Waxel as our wonderful MC.
Thank you also to Sound Source Productions, to RNA Salon for hair and makeup, and a big thank you to Designs by Essence for the beautiful balloon backdrops at the entrance. Make sure y'all go back there and take pictures. And of course, thank you again to the talented Lana White for our dinner music, and to the VBC staff and servers, our front of house and behind the stage volunteers. We thank you.
And as we wrap up, there is one additional thank you that I would like to extend. None of this would be possible without the tireless dedication and passionate commitment of empowering women that Jennifer Linton embodies as the Executive Director of the WEDC Foundation. Jennifer, we all owe you a debt of gratitude.
I forgot you were going to do that, and then I got nervous again. Thank you, Lauren. It really does take a village to put an event like this on, and it is a pleasure to do it with you.
Thank you.
And for all of you, in support, of course, of the WEDC Foundation. I could not do it, of course, without my amazing board of directors. They go above and beyond with enthusiasm and grace. If you ladies will please stand to be recognized. Board members, I know y'all just sat down, but if you'll make your way to the exit doors. Guests, if you have an envelope with a donation or interest in the program selected, please give it to one of these board members as you leave tonight. You may hand it to a woman with a bag like this at the doors.
As you finish donating on your phones, go ahead and open your calendar and save the date to join us again next year. Women Honoring Women will be on September 18th, 2025.
Thank you, esteemed guests, those watching at home, for helping us to celebrate these remarkable honorees and for supporting the WEDC Foundation Scholars. And of course, the vision of empowering women for generations to come. We greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this night a success. And remember that great things happen when women support women.
Be safe and have a great night. Thank you.